Hello and welcome everybody to a brand new video. It's been a long time. Um, wow, the last video that I've posted was my orbiter fashion. I think so. I don't know. It's somewhere down the line of that. But anyways, welcome to the new video. As per the title, um, I'm gonna talk about operators and their abilities, the the base school classes or whatever you want to call them, and what to focus towards, how to get a lot of focus points to max out your school trees essentially. Yeah, and which ones you should probably go for first. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so there are five. Okay, so it might not look like I have a lot of points, but I have spent millions. So, anyways, back to the video. So let's start with what is each one worth for? Like, what you would probably use it most for? Which ones are more useful for certain and specific situations, etc. Okay, so let's start with Zenurik. A lot of people have Zenurik for obvious reasons. It helps you recover energy faster, a lot faster. So when it comes to um, the school class in general, what I would probably suggest is you try to focus this one out and this one, because it will essentially boost your ability strength and duration for 20 seconds or by 20 seconds, whatever. And then this and this. This is more aimed for in-game purposes. Eventually, you do want to focus on everything here, but this is the main thing you want to focus on because that's what Zenurik is used most and only for in general to get energy. Where would you use this? Everywhere and anywhere. Um, where do I use it personally? I use it when I do index just to get enough energy, just to do my thing, I guess. So that's the only place or reason why and how I use it. And these are the things you can buy. As you guys can see, this is like a Samdali where you can put on your ship on the front side. That's it. And then some cool emblems, void shell textures and structures or whatever you want to call them. And posters. Who doesn't love posters? I do love them. Okay, so this is Zenurik. Very nice. Not bad. Um, let's start with Naramon. Okay, so it's useless. Not completely, I might say. This is the most less used school in the entire game. The only thing that this thing is actually good for is melees. So if you're gonna run, the only reason why it can be good, and only reason is it's because this is aimed for melee weapons. Um, the thing is, when it comes to specific warframes, something like Baruch, Atlas, warframes that focuses on more on melees and stuff, then you should try and always run this because it will give you more combo counters. It's very good. And the only thing that I do like about this school class is I have more speed with my operator by 30%. Because I love speed with my operator, I can't walk with the drifter. I'm sorry. For the drifter dudes out there and dudettes, I'm sorry. I love my operator. more than my drifter. And this as well. This is actually useful for many things. It can be useful for cascades, eidolons, and overall things in the game. If you have to use um, if you have to maneuver yourself around a corner, you can side sling or whatever we call it, and everything. When it comes to this, I'd probably say that if you're like me, that didn't really worry about all of these things, yeah, just focus on these two, to be honest, and then just maybe just this. Yeah, that's it. Another one, it's good for certain things, but not very practical for a lot of things. If you, I mean, it's only useful for if you use like a melee Warframe or something. Next up, this is the base one, hands down, Matter-Eye. All that I can say. Reason is why is because power transfer. You can give your Opera's amp like more critical damage, casting speed. Um, on Warframes, I mean, this is like the stuff. This is the good stuff. It's good soup. It increases your damage. Um, it's very nice. When it comes to upgrading this, I would probably say focus on this mainly, and this, and this, because this will allow you to make enemies more vulnerable to operator damage, where you can do more damage, for example, against um, Thraxes, Void Angels, even Eidolons. That's also another thing. So if you do Eidolons and stuff like that, you're going to use Matter-Eye most of the time, but also for general gameplay, you can use Matter-Eye. Because Matter-Eye is always nice to have. These things are nice to have as well. Not saying it isn't, it's very nice to have. And this also gives you more a Warframe strength as well, which is very nice. So, in all honesty, Matter-Eye can be used for many things, and yeah, like I can go in detail more, but this is just a nice quick video to showcase all of the classes since I have them all maxed. As you guys can see, I have 27 million Matter-Eye points technically, but yeah. Alright, next one is a Naru. This thing, it's not bad. It's good. This thing is good for a lot of things. Um, it's good for armor stripping enemies. It allows you to have knockdown resistance and stuff, and also you can revive yourself if you kill 3 enemies before 15 seconds ends. So if you use, for example, Matter-Eye, and you have this thing maxed out, you have technically 3 extra, like an extra life, and it's very helpful for endurance runs if you do level cap, disruption, cascades, or whatever it can be, higher level missions. You can revive yourself. It's a very useful school. Um, it disables shields if they come into your radius. That includes and it adds mostly towards corpus units, especially the ones with the yellow shields, the nullifiers. This is actually good for that as well. Okay. Um, but yeah, as I said, when it comes to leveling up these things, I would probably prefer to upgrade the main thing, which is this, then this, and then you can upgrade this as well. It increases your armor and stuff like that for your Warframe. So yeah. Alright. Last school class, and this is actually a fun one. A very, very fun school class. because this is like a self-healing school class where it focuses mainly on yourself and allies. As you guys can see, it gives your allies more affinity range. If you do ESO, you can level up your things faster and everything. And yeah, this is basically one of the best ones. You can heal your allies faster, like your teammates, if they die or if they get knocked down. Instead of reviving them for a few seconds, it takes literally a tap of a button and they boom revived, which is very nice, very nice. I mean, I can go more in detail for each thing, but um, I wanna make this short and good, you know. Um, and these things basically allows you to have more armor and health and everything, and helps you regenerate health faster, you know. So yeah, um, but essentially you're gonna want to upgrade everything. That's a way to upgrade first, and also another thing when it comes to upgrading these things, yeah, it takes I think a brilliant Eidolon shot or something to completely max it up, because as you guys can see, each and every single one of these upgrades has like three like phases or upgrades essentially, as you guys can see with the three dots that it indicates. But the ones with the four is the one that you have to have brilliant Eidolon shots to completely max it out. Completely max it out. Um, that's basically all. When it comes down to the equipment, I have a lot of things to say. I would say this is like a more general build for grouping up enemies. Magazine Grace is just there as a second thing to use if you use things like a heavy blade or whatever to essentially do a lot of damage with example Korra with a whip, a lot of things. And these two are here purely for crit damage and critical chance. So this is like my 7/7 amp. Um, it's it's basically a meta setup. However, you can change into 177. I'm not gonna go too much in detail because there's a lot of people that made videos about these, but I've never seen someone really talking about um, the abilities of operators. So I'm just trying to make it sound sense or make it sense whatever. But anyways, so whenever you also what I want to say is if you activate something specifically, for example Vazarin, and you switch back to equipment, you can also actually see, hold up, you can actually see that there is this thing's just changed. It's because these are the main two abilities that you would use. Now, since I'm on PlayStation, it's way different, obviously, from someone that's on PC. So you'll have to read through this thing. There's Wikipedia for these types of things, as a lot of things. Like the information is there. It's not that it's hidden. It's available and free for everyone that's interested of learning more about these things in detail. Um, so if I would have wanted to use this thing more effectively, I have to swipe downwards on my touchpad. That's it. Um, yeah. Um, But in general, I mainly use Madurai because, well, first of all, it allows me to have more strength. And since I've all of these things maxed out, these are the things that I have extra, like on my thing. So since I have those things maxed out, I have basically more more armor on my operator. My operator my operator's health regenerates faster, which is nice. My energy is increased by 90%, so I can shoot for longer times, and it regenerates faster. Um, it increases my movement speed in general, increases my maximum sling. Void sling is where I teleport like Goku or something. And then it allows me to revive my enemies faster. And I can. No, this is all reviving myself, even if I did die. And yeah, I will probably have more upper damage if I. Um, yeah, I don't know. So if you max these things out, as I said, it'll be different because, you know, because this is veteran. It has all of the other things, obviously, but since I have the other things maxed out, I'll have different bonuses and extra things. But Madurai is the way to jam. If you knew, I would suggest the top three better ones, the better school classes. The first one will be Madurai. Second one would be Zenurik. Third one would be Veteran. This is fourth, what you can focus on if you want to max it out. Let's just leave this thing at last because not a lot of people use it specifically for melee builds. I've noticed, even myself, I don't really use it that much. I just go with Madurai and secondary and primary dexterity for extra combo duration if it is really necessary. But in all honesty, it's not. So this is what I would rate first, second, and third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, so I hope this gave you guys a better view of when it comes to operators like strengths and weaknesses. But obviously, when it comes to the main weapon, it all matters. Um, there is like a big spreadsheet on Reddit that I know of, and a lot of places, even in my own Discord server, which you guys should definitely join, please. If you guys like the video, we're trying to reach at least 300 members. We're almost there, like a three-quarter of it. So I'm very excited to reach at least 300 members, and we have a lot of giveaways now. So if you're watching this video, you could possibly win a free Fulman Prime, Grindel Prime, Revenant Prime. So many nice things just by joining. Be a part of the family on Swiftly Script and be be a good friend and help those who needs it most. So yeah, when it comes to the weapon, that's something that I would maybe make a video about. But as I said, it's not very complicated, um, and it's pretty easy to get as well. So that's pretty much all for the video. Hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys like and subscribe. And again, my link will be in the description to my Discord server. And I hope to see I hope to see you guys all.